Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor. Learning your way, anytime, anywhere. Most people are willing to try a product once, but if they don't like it, they won't purchase it again. This is why today's presentation on the product element of the marketing mix is so important. Because if a business can get this element right, it has a fantastic opportunity to build a core of loyal customers who don't just regularly purchase, but recommend the product to others. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out what the product element of the marketing mix is, and then we're going on to explore the different parts of the product element. Okay, let's get started with our first question, which is, what is the product element of the marketing mix? When we talk about the product element of the marketing mix, we're referring to the actual good or service that a business sells to its customers. In other words, we are talking about all the different features of that good or service, which, when combined together, create the product element. This is an important point because what it tells us is that the product element includes such things as the packaging, the design, the taste, smell, weight, size and colour of the product, as well as the functionality and the raw materials used to make it. For example, when it comes to a food item, a business will put a lot of effort into making sure the taste, smell and look of the product appeals to customers. Whereas if a business were making a mobile phone, a huge amount of thought would go into designing what the device looks like, as well as the functionality it offers, such as touchscreen and fingerprint recognition. Now, as I'm sure several of you will already have recognised, many of the decisions concerning the product element are made at and during the product development process. This is a key point as it highlights the importance of the research and testing that takes place during this process, so that the product created has the best chance of appealing to customers when it is launched. Given this, let's now have a look at a few of the decisions that would be made at this point by first exploring packaging. Packaging refers to the material, box or wrapper that is used to protect a product, and of course is the first reason for its use. In that, when a customer opens packaging, it is important that the product inside is not damaged in any way, so that it can be used or consumed. In fact, given products need to be transported from factories to shops and then are often sold online as well, the packaging chosen must be strong enough to protect the product whilst in transit. However, packaging is about more than just protection. For example, as packaging is often the first thing a customer sees, it is crucial that it stands out on the shelf against those of competitors. But also, should a customer choose it, that it contains clear information on what the product is and what it does. Both these issues are vital because each has a big influence upon whether a customer will actually decide to buy a product or not, and therefore shows that packaging also has a key role in selling a product. However, as useful as packaging is, there are also some issues with its use as well. For example, creating packaging that protects a product can be very expensive and will add to a business's costs. Match this with the fact that designing packaging that appeals to customers is also costly, and you can see that a business may have to charge a higher price to offset the cost of packaging, which could negatively affect sales. And secondly, as packaging is just thrown away by a customer, it means a business must consider the environment when making their packaging choice. This is because with an increasing number of people concerned about the environment, it has meant businesses have had to move to more recyclable packaging such as cardboard as opposed to plastic. However, this once again can cause cost issues for a business, as recyclable packaging can be more expensive to use. Okay, let's now go on to explore a second decision a business might make about its product by looking at design. Design is a term that refers to the way a product looks and feels, which, as you'd expect, plays a crucial part in convincing a customer to purchase. It is therefore vital that the colour, size, weight, taste, smell and any other design feature provides a positive first impression for the customers the business wishes to target. In fact, if a business gets its product design correct, it can act as a unique selling point which plays a big role in building brand image and customer loyalty. Okay, let's now move on to a linked product decision by looking at functionality. Functionality is a term used to describe how a product actually works or is used. In some cases this will be simple. For example, food's function is to be eaten and provide energy. However, for more complicated products such as a mobile phone, functionality would refer to how easy it is to use the operating system installed on it to do such things as make calls, send texts or take photos. Given this, it can be seen that good functionality is crucial if a business is to build brand image and customer loyalty. This is because if a product works well and is easy to use, customers will not only purchase the product again, but will also recommend it to others as well. Okay, so that now leaves us with the last product decision we will look at, which is build quality. Build quality refers to materials used to make the product and the longevity of that product. As before, both these factors play an important part in building an image for a product, as they help to create a perception of quality. For example, a plastic knife and fork are seen as disposable, whereas a silver-plated knife and fork would be seen as luxury items to be used on special occasions over several years. However, as is the case with all product decisions we have looked at, if a business wants high build quality, great design or superb functionality, it will cost money. Now this is all well and good if the customers you are targeting are rich and able to afford an expensive item. However, if they are not, a business may have to decide to limit what it does in terms of build quality, packaging, functionality and design so that its costs are kept down and it can charge a lower price. What this demonstrates, and this is a point that has been stressed in other presentations, is that a business must always be focused on what its customers want. Okay, so what did we learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we found out about what the product element of the marketing mix is, and then we went on to explore the different parts of the product element. Product is the most important element of the marketing mix, as it is what the customer actually buys. It is therefore essential that a business gets this element correct, otherwise it will struggle to sell anything. Furthermore, given how hard it is to change this element once the product has been created, it can be seen that to be successful in this area, a business must have a complete focus on its customers' needs when making the product decisions we have looked at in this presentation.